Emily, so you're going to kick us off here today, the lead off. Can you tell us a little bit about your background and what it's led you to in your role today?
Sure, yeah. So right now I lead the NINDS Small Business Program, which is the Neurology Institute at the NIH. Small Business Program oversees SBIR and STTR funds. I am a neuroscientist by training. Following my PhD, I co-founded 2 startups, and I also spent several years at DARPA supporting neurotechnology development. I found that I really liked to be on the funding side of things, love working with early stage leadership teams. And I was particularly motivated by mission and impact, which is what I get to focus on in this current position where I've been now for 5 years.
So tell us a little bit more about your active projects. It sounds like you're pretty passionate about this space. How do you work with companies?
Sure, yeah. So I think my big message to the group is if you don't have SBIR funding on your radar, you really should. NIH overall provides about $1.3 billion annually to US owned and operated companies with under 500 employees. And we use this as a seed fund for early stage companies. You go through a grant process. So you go through an application. Applications are 3 times a year. Our next application date, it's a standard date across NIH, is September 5th. And the projects are funded anywhere from typically around the 500K to 3 million range, and sometimes even more. There's a ton of policies and processes in it. I'll put some links in the chat to help explain all of that. But it is absolutely a source of funding that you should be looking into.
So people want to get involved with your team, and I know there's some applications out there, but they want to learn more. Do you have folks that they can talk to?
Absolutely. So both for companies that are interested in funding, it is part of our normal role. It's an obligation of ours to try to talk to companies who are interested in applying. So please reach out. We really encourage you to reach out because there are so many different policies, procedures, red tape, bureaucracy. It is, there's pain to the process, but the reward is often worth it. I see some companies that are funded by NIH and NINDS are here today, so they can tell you more as well. But we do want you to reach out to us. In addition, I do also want to encourage investors and strategics to connect with us as well. One thing I like to just make sure is known: SBIR funding, it's more than just a sign that a company has non-dilutive funds. This is a really competitive process where there are hundreds of MDs and PhDs with expertise being part of the vetting process for these projects. And the success rate is now in the teens. It's quite competitive. So I really hope that investors and strategics will look at SBIR funded companies, and we really want to hear from you to understand how we can put those companies in front of you, how we can help ready those companies to make them a smart investment. And we have some pretty, exciting successes coming out of our portfolio. I think we have a great group of companies, and we'd love to show them off to you if you're interested.
Emily, that was awesome. I love the approach you're taking and uniting, the what's next for these companies and bringing in the venture side of the equation. I think in our promo, we said that non-dilutive funding puts the players on the field to be evaluated by the scouts. And that's what Emily is doing. And I would encourage everybody to reach out to her. Emily, if you could put your contact information.
I will, yeah.
Thank you so much, and we hope to see you at future Bullpen meetings.